It's 2 a.m. And the city sleeps, but my mind is wide awake. Every story, every heartbreak, teaching me more than I thought I'd need to know. I watch the lights dance on empty streets, hear the echoes of love that slip through my hands. They chase the thrill, leaving good girls in the rear view. But I'm still standing, still breathing, still learning. Every late night I write my own rules. Every quiet hour I learn what I deserve. No more second guessing, no more tears unseen. I'm turning the pain into power into me. Late night lessons, I'm learning my worth. Watching the players while I heal my heart. Every heartbreak's a teacher, every tear's a guide. I'm taking my time, I won't be denied. Remember him, thought he had my soul, but he was just a shadow, a lesson in disguise. I gave my love like a river, flowing and endless, and now I see my heart's a garden, not a playground. Late night whispers remind me who I am, a queen, a storm, a fire they can't tame. I learned to love the silence, love my own company. Every lesson now lives in my melody. Late night lessons, I'm learning my worth. Watching the players while I heal my heart. Every heartbreak's a teacher, every tear's a guide. I'm taking my time, I won't be steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the love palace. Welcome to a daily dose of Dee. Wrap yourself in satin, truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of Dee. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the love palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of Dee. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift rewrite them. She don't beg, she just glows. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's 2 a.m. and the city sleeps, but my mind, it's wide awake. Every story, every heart
Life
teaching me more than I
is a quiet architect, laying bricks of wisdom in the dark of our night, in the heat of our day. We talk through the fire, thinking we are being consumed, only to realize we being forged. Every stumble is a rhythmic step in a dance we haven't yet mastered, and every teardrop is a lens through which we finally see the truth. We seek the gold, but fear the mining. We want the garden, but resent the rain. But listen closely to the whispers of your own history. There is a sacred melody playing in the struggle. You are not just surviving, you are being instructed by universe itself. The scars you carry are not blemishes. They are the roadmap of a soul that had the courage to learn. Life is going to sit you down even when you refuse to listen. It will whisper first, soft nudges, quiet signs, gentle redirection. But if you ignore it, life will raise its voice. It will shake your comfort, disturb your peace, and rearrange your plans. Because lessons don't come to punish you, they come to position you. Every heartbreak, every delay, every unexpected turn is life asking you one question. Are you ready to grow or do you want to repeat? Lessons don't chase perfection, they chase awareness. And the moment you truly see is the moment everything begins to change. Welcome to Daily Dose of Dee.
I glow in the dark. I shine through the night. Lessons in love, lessons in me. Every tear, every smile.
Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you're watching Daily Dose of Dee. I am your host, Goddessdee of Love. How's everyone doing on this Wednesday? Yes, we have made it to the middle of the week. I hope the beginning of your week was fine and you've been learning and enjoying getting into the spring atmosphere. So, today could be hump day, wind down Wednesday, wellness Wednesday. But here, today at Daily Dose of D, I'm going to ask you one question. What you learned Wednesday? That's what it is over here today at Daily Dose of D. What you learn Wednesday? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the word of the day. And the word of the day is lesson, a period of learning or teaching, something to be learned, or reading from the Bible on another sacred writing. And let's not forget the quote of the day. Motivation isn't a spark, it's the fire you tend every single day. Stay consistent, stay hungry, rise and grind. Yes, so today we are talking about lessons. Yes, particularly lessons in life, navigating life themes, and the wisdom of the sting. Yes, this is, like I said, we're going to talk about the lessons of life. So, once again, I want to thank everybody for coming to Daily Dose of Dee. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, okay? And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Daily Dose of Dee. To my loyal supporters, thank you for showing up again to this episode on What You Learn Wednesday at Daily Dose of Dee. Today, I am stripping away the noise of the world to look at the very fabric of our experience. I'm diving deep into the heartbeat of our personal journey. This episode is all about the school of life, the classroom that never recesses, and the teacher that never sleeps. So, before we can master the art of this living, we have to understand the tools that we're using. So, when we talk about lessons, we're talking about a specific piece of wisdom or a task that is designed to be steady. So, let's go ahead and break this word down because that's how I do it on Daily Dose of D, right? The word lesson means something that is learned or taught, often through experience rather than instruction. It's not just information, it's understanding gained through living. So the origin of this word comes from Latin word letio, which means a reading or something chosen to be read. Over time, it evolved into something deeper, a piece of knowledge meant to be absorbed and applied. The root of this word reminds us of something powerful. A lesson is just not something you hear, it's something you take in, you reflect on, and carry forward. Life isn't life itself becomes the teacher, and experience becomes the classroom. So I find this fascinating because it implies that a lesson isn't just something that happens to you, it's something you are meant to read, interpret, and to digest. So when life hands you a lesson, it is literally asking you to gather the information from your experience and choose to understand it. It is an invitation to read the story of your own life with more intention. So, what is life lesson? Imagine this. Imagine you're pouring into people who never poured back into you. I want you to think about that for a minute. You keep giving your time, your energy, your love, and hoping one day it will be returned. But instead, you feel drained, overlooked, and unseen. Then one day, something just shifts in you. Maybe someone walks away. Maybe you hit a breaking point, or maybe you just finally get tired. That moment, that realization, that's discomfort. That's a life lesson. A lesson is not just something that happens, it's something that changes how you see, how you move, and how you choose going forward. It's the moment where experience turns into wisdom. Unlike a math lesson you learn from a chalkboard, a life lesson is earned through the skin. It's the bridge between who you were yesterday and who the wiser version of yourself that is emerging today. It is the universe way of saying that some truths cannot be told. they must be felt. And right here, let me pause for a moment because if this is hitting you, you already know that this just isn't a podcast. This is a mirror. Making sure you're subscribed, tuned in, and sharing this with someone who's been going through their own lessons lately. This is your daily reminder that growth is happening, even when it doesn't feel good. So, we're going to get more into this conversation today about lessons right after these messages. Okay?
Grand rising and glorious good day, my beloved. Now, here is a good word for us today. Lesson, meaning a teaching given at a specific time or a period of learning. Lessons. We all get them. We all need them. We either use them or we ignore them. Some lessons are sweet and others can leave you bitter, but all lessons are purposeful. Unfortunately, when we don't recognize that a lesson is a lesson, we call it something else, like bad luck or hard life or a problem or something someone else caused or did to us. Once we do that, the lesson becomes a punishment that is hard to grasp and difficult to accept. Remember, all things are lessons that God would have us learn. So for today, set an intention to embrace all experiences as lessons. At the end of the day, write down what you learned about yourself, life, or someone else. Now, I hope you will take this word into the day with you. I pray you'll remember it, integrate it, and use it, and let the word do the work to create the change you desire. Because all that we desire comes in the form of lessons.
Georgia, Georgia.
Yeah, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Listen to friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Goddessdee, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen toes hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down. With
Situationships with benefits and
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, Love Palace family. Hey, if you did not get a chance to tune in, yesterday's episode was a live over at Holistic Royalty by Kills. It was our exclusive live episode 60 where we talked about our 30-day parasite cleanse. And we had some special guests over there that had did the cleanse with us. So if you are interested in knowing and want information about that, tune in. That was at Holistic Royalty by Kels. So you got to be subscribed over there. You should be subscribed anyway because when we do the ships, you know the live Q&A is over there. Plus she has her meditation and her yoga. So go ahead and subscribe over there. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. And then we go to Holistic Royalty by Kels for the live Q&A. Okay? Now, let's keep going deeper about these life lessons. Because life lessons don't stop at just awareness. They ask for transformation. So, how do life lessons show up in everyday situations? Well, losing a job might teach you that your identity is bigger than your position. A failed relationship might teach you boundaries, self worth, or the importance of communication. When you have those financial struggles, whew, they might teach you discipline, patience, or the value of planning. Speaking to myself on that one. Even in friendships, fading away can teach you that not everyone is meant to grow with you. And you know what, family? That's okay. In our fast paced digital age, life lessons often wear modern clothing. We learned the hard way that busy is not a badge of honor, but a fast track to burnout. We find out through a ghosted text or a broken professional bridge that silence is often a louder answer than words could ever be. A modern life lesson might be the realization that your digital footprint matters less than the physical presence you offer to the people sitting right in front of you. Or perhaps it's the harsh discovery that no amount of social media filters can heal a lack of self worth. These are the moments where the likes fade away and you are left with the raw reality of your character and your choice. Modern life lessons aren't always dramatic. Sometimes they look like realizing you need to rest, you need to sit your behind down and rest. It looks like understanding when you're triggered or learning to say no without guilt. They meet you exactly where you are. Life doesn't just teach random lessons, it often repeats certain themes until you truly understand them. When you look closer at our lives, we notice that our lessons aren't random. They are usually clustered together into what we call life themes. And these themes are recurring plot points in our own personal story. For some, the theme is power and control, where every lesson involves learning when to lead and when to let go. For others, it might be worthiness, where life constantly brings situations that forces you to decide if you deserve the space that you occur, that you occupy. Other things, you have trust, you have abundance, you have authenticity, and resilience. These themes act as a circulum for your specific life. For example, let's do an example right here. Let's think about this. Someone might keep attracting the same type of relationships over and over again. Different person, same outcome. That's not coincidence, baby. That's a theme. Themes can revolve around trust, self worth, patience, control, forgiveness, or your boundary. They are patterns in your life that keep showing up in different forms. I've had that happen to me. Have you? Think about it for a minute. Until you learn the lesson, until you learn the lesson, until you learn the lesson, y'all, the same thing or the same things are gonna continue. hmm This is where I get that phrase. You have to do something different to get a different result. Until you learn the lesson, the same things are going to happen. So if you're noticing patterns, right? If you're noticing patterns in your life right now, don't ignore them. That's not misfortune. That's alignment trying to happen. Let me say that again. If you're knowing the same patterns in your life, don't ignore them. Because if you do, they're going to just keep happening, right? That's not misfortune. That's alignment trying to help you. So I want you to stay connected right here at Daily Dose of Dee at the Love Palace, where I turn confusion into clarity and pain into purpose, okay? And we're going to get right back into the discussion right after these messages.
I have 5 life lessons that hit hard. Stay tuned. The first one, if you want to make the wrong decision, ask everybody. 2, why the hell did I care about the past? I'm not even going back there. This one hurt me the most. The pain that you endure is where you get your greatest strength from. So you telling me we needed pain? All your blessings come right after the test. You ever feel like you've been in a good place and everything is going good, and somebody that you haven't talked to in a while call you out the blue, and you be like, ooh, let me see what they want. Block, let them go. That is a test. Got it? That's what the universe do. It's pain, but it is what it is. And last and foremost, we have to learn how to focus on the lessons that was learned, right? Not focus on something that we felt that was bad. What was the lesson in it? Always tell yourself that anytime something does not go in the favor of what you wanted in a way that you wanted it to go, constantly ask yourself, what was the lesson? If this resonates or you want to add to it, meet me in the comments.
You tap in, you boss. Yeah. Goddessdee. Yeah, we asking one question tonight. Where the love?
Where the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where's the love while we keep switching it up? When it won't honesty, men just won't trust.
Where's the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where's the love?
Maybe we both messed up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Where is the Love? We're glad you tuned in.
Blessings on blessings. We appreciate you for sharing your time with us
You want
today.
peace but don't give respect. Then wonder why my attitude, Nick. You say I'm emotional, I say you cold. You say relax, I say be bold. You say loyalty, I say time. Love ain't words if you never show sign.
Now he looking confused like,
What did I do?
now she looking right back like,
You know the truth,
she looking right back like,
You know the truth.
yo.
Where is the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where is the love while we keep switching it up? Women want honesty, men just want trust.
Where is the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where is the love?
Maybe we both messed up. Tune in tonight, let's talk about us.
He say, I'm working hard just to build my name.
Welcome back, beautiful people. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, streaming on both Big Mouthpiece and here at the Love Palace, Where is the love at? And if you have not catch the first 5 episodes, go ahead and run that back. I'm telling you, you're gonna really enjoy it over there. And you can hit the panel and express yourself as well. Hosted by myself and the net network man, the COC gentleman, Big Mouthpiece himself. Okay, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to both of our channels. Hit the notification button so you can know where's the love at. Okay, so we're talking about these lessons, right? I just talked about the themes or the things that keep coming up in your life. So I want to talk about why understanding these themes or the things that keep happening, why does this really matter? Because when you recognize these life themes, you stop feeling like life is happening to you and you start realizing it's working for you. Let me say that again to the people in the backside and in the front. When you recognize your life theme, you stop feeling like life is happening to you and start realizing it's working for you. Understanding your life themes is like having the cheat codes for your own evolution. When you recognize that independence is a major theme from you, you stop being angry at life for making things difficult and start seeing every challenge as an opportunity to build your own strength. Working with these themes allows you to stop reacting to life and start responding to it. It gives you a sense of purpose because you realize that your struggles aren't just bad fortune. Instead, they are deliberate exercises designed to help you grow in the areas where you are meant to shine the brightest. It turns a chaotic life, mhm, chaotic life, see, I got it, y'all, into a meaningful journey of intentional growth. So instead of asking, why does this keep happening to me? You begin to say, what is this trying to teach me? Did y'all hear that? When you know the themes and the things and themes that are happening in your life, you're going to stop asking yourself, why is this happening to me? You're going to start saying, what is this trying to teach me? That shifts everything right there. Working with your themes helps you grow faster. It helps you make better choices and break cycles that often felt impossible to escape. It gives you power, awareness, and direction. hmm So, we have these life lessons, right? We do. But why do some of them hurt? Why did that relationship or losing that job or my financial situation, why does this lesson hurt so bad? Well, lessons hurt because they challenge what you're used to. Let me say that again. Life lessons hurt because they challenge what you are used to. They force you to let go of comfort, habits, people, and sometimes even versions of yourself. I'm going to say for me, most of the time. Growth is uncomfortable, y'all. Change is unfamiliar, and letting go can feel like a loss. It can. But pain is often the signal that something needs your attention. It's not there to destroy you, it's there to wake you up. Pain is often the signal that something needs your attention. It's not there to destroy you, it's there to wake you up. hmm There's no way around it. Life lessons usually hurt. This pain happens because a lesson often requires, this pain happens because a lesson often requires the death of an old version of yourself. For you to learn a new way of being, you have to let go of an old habit, a comforting lie, a toxic relationship that you weren't ready to leave. Growth requires friction. Just like a muscle must tear slightly to grow back stronger, our ego often has to be bruised for our wisdom to expand. The hurt is simply the cessation of your boundaries stretching your old, limited perspective, cracking them open to make room for a much bigger truth. In Love Balance family, the truth is the lesson isn't the pain. The lesson is what the pain is trying to show you. Let me say that again to you, family. The truth is the lesson isn't the pain. The lesson is what the pain is trying to show you. So picture this. You finally realize that overextending yourself is leaving you empty. Pointing to myself right now. Instead of continuing the pattern, you pause. You start setting boundaries by saying no when it's needed. You take time for yourself and say, you know what? I got to take me a moment. And at first, it's going to feel very strange. It might even feel uncomfortable. But over time, you'll feel lighter, stronger, and you're going to feel more in control. I'm saying this from personal experience, y'all. Remember, Daily Dose of Dee is for me too. Okay? That's what working with life lessons look like. It's choosing differently, even if it feels unfamiliar or uncomfortable. If you're in that space right now, you're choosing differently, thinking differently, moving differently. I see y'all out there. I see you. Growth isn't loud, but it's powerful. So stay tapped in with me here at Daily Dose of Dee, because every episode here is a reminder that you are evolving and not failing. And I'll be right back with you right after these messages.
Have you ever helped someone only for them to hurt you later? You support them when they are struggling. You give your time, your energy, and your kindness. But instead of appreciation, they repay you with disrespect, betrayal, or jealousy. And suddenly you start asking yourself, why did I even help them? But here's the truth many people learn too late. Doing good does not guarantee people will treat you well. Some people benefit from your kindness, but still carry darkness in their hearts. Never let someone's evil change your good heart. Stay wise, set boundaries, and keep being the kind person the world needs. Your kindness is your strength, not your weakness.
I walk in rooms I I've been shaped by another place. There's a fire in me I didn't light, still it burns through every night. Call it memory, call it truth, but it don't feel new. They don't knock, they just arrive in every breath that keeps me alive. I'm not walking alone, I feel them here, in every doubt, in every tear. They left their footsteps in my soul. Now they echo through me. Now they echo through me.
Welcome back, beautiful souls. Y'all know I'm excited on Wednesdays because one of my favorite, and I keep telling y'all this because it is Wednesday night at Blended Healing Realms, the gateway to the ancestors. We are traveling. She got us traveling. We moving and grooving. Make sure you tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Blended Healing Realms. Hit the notification button. Go over there, hit the like button, and then share it out because we talking and having that gateway to the ancestors. Okay. Her link will be dropped into the chat. Yes, it will. All right. Now, back to our lesson on lessons. Okay, y'all like that? I'm going to talk about now how life lessons actually teach you. So here at Daily Dose of Dee, I like to offer things. Y'all know how I do. I like to offer some suggestions. These are just offerings. All this is just information. If it resonates with you, I appreciate you. If it resonates with somebody else, go ahead and share it. All right. So I'm going to break down like 7 ways or offer 7 ways to work with your lesson. Okay. So the first practice that I'm offering is radical observation. So this means looking at your life like an outsider and noticing the patterns without judging yourself from them. This one's important. This first one. Radical observation. You're looking at your life, but you're basically stepping outside of that. And when you're looking at, you're gonna notice the patterns, look at the patterns, and you're not gonna judge yourself. So once you see the pattern, you move into the next thing that I'm gonna offer. And this is ownership. And this is where you stop blaming the world and asking what part you played in the situation. That's like accountability, right? Ownership and accountability. Y'all see how that works? You stop going, who did this, pointing that finger, and point all those fingers to you in the situation and what you played into the situation. The next way is through intentional stillness. Let me say this again. Intentional stillness. This is the third one. Give yourself the quiet time needed to actually hear what the lesson is trying to say. This is important. This stillness is important. Talking from personal experience. I had to allow me to have that quiet time because sometimes in this world is so hectic and there's noise and there's even noise inside us, inside our brain. You know what I say? Everybody calm down. I'll be talking to myself. That quiet time needed so I could actually take the time to listen to what the lesson is trying to tell me. The fourth thing is called the pivot, right? Which is the act of consciously choosing a different reaction when a familiar test appears. Okay, this is the pivot. Now, Goddessdee always says this is what the pivot means to me. Do something different to get a different result. Because if you don't pivot, you're going to get the same reaction. hmm When that lesson comes and you choose the same thing, you're going to get the same thing. So you have to pivot, choose a different reaction even when a test feels or appears to be the same. Okay? The fifth thing, reflect and rewriting. So you could do journaling. This helps you see the progress of your thoughts over time. The sixth thing, embrace compassionate patience. You're going to have to embrace compassionate patience, understanding that you might need to repeat a lesson several times before it actually sticks. I had to. Okay, I got it. I be telling myself, I got it. I got it. I got it now. I hear you. I got it. Compassionate patience. And finally, the seventh thing I'm going to offer is integration. When you take the wisdom you gain and actually change your daily behavior to reflect your new understanding. Is this the one thing you know better, but it's another thing entirely to do better? It's one thing to know better, but it's an entirely different thing to do better. Life lessons teach you by experience. They don't tell you what to do. They show you what happens when you don't. I'm going to say that again. Life lessons teach you by experience, your experience. They don't tell you what to do. They show you what happens when you don't. They build awareness. Lessons going to build awareness. Strengthen your decision making and deepen your understanding of yourself and others. Now, over time, they shape your character, your mindset, and your direction. What once confused you begins to start to make sense. What once hurt you begins to guide you. And eventually, what once broke you begins to build you. Life lessons teach us by stripping away what is false until only what is real remains. They don't give us information, they give us transformation. Let me say that again. Lessons don't give us information, they give us transformation. They teach us the limits of our control and the infinite depth of your resilience. Through these lessons, we learn that we are much stronger than you ever imagined and that the world is much more connected than we ever realized. Each lesson is a brick in your foundation of your character, teaching you how to stand tall, even when the wind is howling and blowing like a tornado, okay? They turn your history into a library of strength that you can draw from from for the rest of your day. Excuse me now. So here, we stand at the edge of everything we have learned and everything we have yet to face. Don't be afraid of the classroom of the soul. Do not shrink from the moments that make you ache, for those are the moments you are being stretched into a shape that can hold more joy. You are a masterpiece in progress, a canvas that is being painted with the vibrant colors of every mistake and every triumph. The universe is not conspiring against you, it is investing in you. It is calling your higher, asking you to shed the skin that no longer fits and step into the light, Caroline, of your own hard truth. Take this lesson by the hand, walk with it, let it speak to you in the quiet hour. You are the student, you are the teacher, you are the wisdom itself. It's a long road. It's the climb, and the climb's going to be steep, but the view when you reach the top of your own growth is simply breathtaking. Stand in your power, breathe your history, and remember that every single breath is a chance to start a lesson again. This is your life, this is your journey, and you are doing much better than you think. Be well, stay wise, and keep learning.
Mm, mm. It's 2 a.m. and the city sleeps, but my mind, it's wide awake.
Okay, Love Palace family. I hope you had your good late night lesson here at Daily Dose of Dee. Let me close you out with these words. And I did spend a little bit of more time with you today because I felt it was important on that what did you learn? Yeah, I said learned Wednesday that we actually took the time to learn a lesson about lessons. Okay? So let me say this to you. Life doesn't hand out lessons wrapped in comfort. It delivers them through moments you didn't plan for, through the silence after that argument, through the goodbye you didn't see coming, through the doors that closed when you thought they opened. Because every lesson carries a gift, not always easy to see, but always there. A lesson might take your peace for a moment, but it returns it with understanding. It might break your heart, but it rebuilds your vision. It might slow you down, but it realigns your path. You are not being punished. You are being prepared, baby. Prepared for clarity, prepared for growth, prepared for a version of yourself that no longer settles, no longer doubts, and no longer repeats. So don't run from the lesson. Don't numb it. Don't ignore it. Face it, feel it, and learn from it. Because the moment you do, the lesson stops being pain and it starts becoming power. I hope these words comfort you.
I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I glow in the dark, I shine through the night. Lessons in love, lessons in me, every tear, every smile, a step to being free. Late night lessons, I'm learning, I'm rising. Every heartbreak.
I want to thank everybody for coming daily to Daily Dose of D. Like I said, I just spent a little more time with you today on what you learned Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed this discussion today here at Daily Dose of D about lessons. lessons in life. If you did enjoy it, I hope you liked and shared it out. And I hope you come back if you are new here to Daily Dose of Dee and enjoy this daily dose that I give you of me, okay? Once again, I thank everybody for coming to the Love Palace. Peace and love. Shout out to the replay game. I hope to see you at Blended Healing Realms for the Gateway of the Ancestors, because I'm going to be over there paying attention, tapping in, and getting the information I need about my ancestors. Once again, peace and love to everyone, and have a wonderful evening, night, or afternoon. And I hope you learned you something on what you learned Wednesday. Peace and
Smoking nerves, energy shine. Every drop, every scent. She my cousin.
Then you see here, clean, set, quick grab deals. $20 becomes $12, 40% off. Single items only. No bundles, no extras. Different scents, different blends. All moving. If you've been waiting to try something, this is your moment. $12 each. Limited stock on every item. Once it's in the learning. It's our device. Available right now at ChamakaEssentials.com. Tap the site, fill your cart, and you're set. Start saving today.
Shows my heart's content. She my cousin. Shows how the blessings mine. Spray so low, feel the magic.
Talk less, watch more. Eyes never get you in trouble, but words can bury you. When you shake a man's hand, look him in the eyes. A weak grip reveals more than a confession.
If you don't respect yourself, why would life? You teach people how to treat you. You teach money how to stay. You teach peace whether it can live with you or not. Responsibility is freedom. The moment you stop expecting someone to save you, you start saving yourself. Never fall in love with a woman who doesn't believe in loyalty. She will treat love like a season, not a vow. And seasons always change.
Your future deserves more discipline than your present wants. Temporary pleasure steals long-term success.
Loyalty is rarer than diamonds, nephew, and twice as dangerous. Because it can save you or bury you. If they talk about others to you, they talk about you to others. A loud mouth has
Love like she. She don't just love, she heals and keeps. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of Dee. In the land free. In the love palace. Ships dock even key. Yeah, we guide the tide. Goddessdee. Whispering back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love, a daily.